So remember what that guy told us, and remember what you told me, which was there's no alligators. Right there. At the end of the trail, it says alligators are present along the trails and waterways of this park. Alligators are dangerous. Do not swim with alligators. Alligators live here. And then also on this side, Black Bear, it says you're in bear country.
Today is Gina's birthday, and we are going to have an adventure. Just wait. She's gonna have so much fun.
We'll see alligators.
Yeah, you wish. All right, we're all packed up, ready to go. Let's open the door for the birthday girl. All right, so here we are. We are in a truck. We've left our vehicle at the end point, and behind us, one of those is our canoe. So this driver's taking us up. We're doing the short route today because we just have a half day, so we're doing the, what is it, 2-3 hour trip at most. It's a bit of a lazy river, don't get your hopes up, but we're gonna have fun.
So that's interesting that it's sand on the bottom,
Yeah, how about that?
not rocks.
So this is, since it's Gina's birthday, she's not supposed to be paddling. As you can see, like normal, she's breaking the rules. She just can't help herself. Have you ever been on a river where the water was this clear?
Well, I've never been on a river that was this slow. Oh, that water's a little cold.
Okay. Look at that beach. All right. So Gina, why don't you tell our audience about the conversation you just had about alligators? Because we're in a part of Florida where there aren't alligators. We're in northwest Florida, but we're away from the swamps.
Don't believe them. If there's water, there's alligators. And I just talked to that young boy, and he said that he has seen alligators here, that they come upstream. So alligators do live in here.
But he hasn't
You
seen
try to
them
tell me they're not here, but they are.
in a long time.
No, he said, like, yeah, that doesn't mean anything. They come up every summer. Every summer they come up. It may be fall, but I'm sure there's stragglers still around.
Well, aren't you lucky it's not summer?
I am.
Folks,
That doesn't mean that I'm hopping in this water to swim. I'm looking out for alligators.
Wow, it's beautiful. Folks, this is November.
Okay,
First
look,
week of November.
it's fall. There's fall. Look at those leaves. Look how
And we
pretty.
didn't know there was fall in Florida. Where
Who
in our
says
house,
it's not
we have a
fall?
forest behind our house, and there's no color change. So we drive 45 minutes north, and we're seeing orange leaves. Granted, it's nothing like what you see in the west or the northeast, but there's color change. This is the first time I've been on a river in a canoe where you didn't have to constantly be charting your course. Uh-oh, we're going to hit a sandbar because we're not paying attention. Oh yeah, look at that. Flat bottom canoe. For those of you who haven't canoed before, this canoe we have is all aluminum, and it's what they call a flat bottom canoe. And they are literally the best types of canoes. Number one, they're lightweight, so they're easy to carry down to shore. And number two, the flat bottom creates it so it's not a rocking canoe like this, because usually your partners in the front don't like it when you rock. But Jina, she is a canoe connoisseur. She knows her stuff.
I'm very brave.
She is very brave.
But of course, the secret to tipping over in the canoe in this river, do you call this a river? Is it a river?
What's that?
The secret to is this a river?
This is a river. This is the Blackwater River.
Okay,
See how
so the
black it is?
secret to not tipping over in the Blackwater River is if you do tip over, you just stand up, because it's like maybe a foot deep. It's not very deep. We have life jackets, but we won't be needing them.
Although we did just go through a spot back there where it was about 4 feet deep.
Okay. Wow.
Remember, this is pretty much a river on top of a sand dune.
Oh, okay.
This is the white sand, same white sand we have on our beaches.
Yep.
And the water's a little discolored because the roots and the leaves along the bank of the tree, their coloring leaches into the water and the sand. And it turns it this kind of a tan color. But it's actually crystal clear water. In fact, when I was studying up on this river, it said that this is the cleanest, most crystal clear water in the continental United States, and that it's the last remaining clear river. So that was pretty impressive. Granted, in our family, we're used to running the rapids. I grew up as a teenager taking canoes down the Snake River in Wyoming with my father and scout troops. And as a family, we've been down, we haven't taken canoes down the White Rapids, but we've been on other rivers where they had rapids, just not extreme. So we're a little more used to the white water, but this is so calm and peaceful. This is an experience where you just relax and you actually can enjoy the scenery and the nature around you. Great place to go skinny dipping too, I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. In the fall, this is what you do, is you float down the river to see the fall leaves.
All right, coming around another bend, and we've got a big beach here. And I've seen sandy beaches before on river bends, but never white sandy beaches. We'll have to check the regulations. I believe you could make this, you could camp on some of these beaches, I would imagine. So we're approaching a tree that's got a rope attached to it, and somebody's got a chair sitting up there. You want to swing off the bank into the water, Jina?
It's like maybe 10 inches deep. It's not even a foot deep. No, thanks. Maybe little kids could do it. But I mean, you'd hit your butt.
That rope doesn't look very big, but I guess it's still hanging there, so it must work.
Maybe it gets higher. Maybe it gets up to the, I mean, if it got a couple feet higher, you could.
Yeah, we are kind of at the tail end of a dry season, so.
Oh, I see. Over here it's deep. That's like 3 or 4 deep right there.
Yep, that's what I want to do. Swing off a rope into 3 feet deep.
Well, little kids could.
Right here where we are is deeper than that. It's about 6 feet right here.
Yep.
We found the deepest part of the river. So notice how our terrain has changed. We have this white dirt on the right bank. And folks, if the picture is tilted one way or the other, we apologize. That's just kind of how it is when you have to strap your camera on and paddle a boat. So, if you're wondering where car enthusiasts got the word drifting, I think they stole it from the river. We're drifting around this corner, sideways. Ha ha, get it? Did you get it, Jina?
Sure.
Oh, turtle, turtle,
What?
turtle.
Where?
Wait.
Where?
Here, paddle us to shore.
Where? What do you mean?
Paddle us to shore.
Like up here?
Okay, folks, we have a turtle over here, and we're gonna stop and get a picture before we scare it away. Okay, we're gonna, I don't know if I can zoom in enough to show you, but it's right. Gina's still looking for it. It's that log in front of you, Jina, across the river.
Oh gosh, how did you see that?
It's right.
Yep, I see him.
As far as I'm zooming in, can you guys see the turtle?
Wow,
Okay,
good
I'm
eyes.
gonna pause and take some pictures. All right, well, we got a few pictures, not real close up. But turtle scuttled in the water, so we're gonna paddle a little closer and see if he's still there. Well, we were lucky we saw that.
Took me a bit.
Okay, keep your eyes peeled. Let's see if he's still in the area. there's the log. Guess we interrupted his sunbathing. He must have snuck in. Back in the dark roots of the trees. That's pretty funny, Gina. When I researched this state park, the only picture they had of wildlife was a turtle sunning on a log that looked just like that one.
Hmm.
What are the odds? It was a plant.
There's something right there. I wonder if it's, or is it a log?
One thing that would be really cool to see, granted, we're in the middle of the day, so seeing wildlife is not likely. But Florida has black panthers.
Oh, there's another one in front of me. Right there.
Oh, little tiny buddy.
There he goes.
Ho, 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 ho. Oh, wow, good eyes, Gina. How about that? We could better keep our eyes peeled. That was amazing. All right, coming back to show you some of the park here. We're going around a little bend with a lot of deadfall. There was a section back there where we saw 3 turtles within a couple hundred yards. We just barely entered back into the state park. The drop-in point for where we start is above the park. And so we've been on the river for how long, Gina? 45 minutes?
Yeah, 45 minutes.
About 45 minutes before we actually paddled back into the park. So we took this short trip. I think I already explained that. But there's a longer trip that's this one's 4 miles. There's one that's, I believe, 7 or 8 miles. And it's more of a full day trip. But we couldn't get here till noon, so we're taking the afternoon trip. And we were just commenting, it's such a beautiful time of year, especially for Florida. We've got hardly any humidity. The temperature's what, babe? 70 degrees?
It's 75.
75 degrees. We actually have a nice, cool breeze right now. A little bit of partly cloudy, on and off. We weren't expecting partly cloudy. Our forecast said fully sunny, but it's okay. It's beautiful. And we haven't decided whether we're brave enough to go swimming yet or not. Gina says she doesn't want to swim with the alligators.
Nope, I'm not. Alligators, snakes, turtles. Nope.
But you can always jump back in the boat if you see an alligator.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But first off, I'm telling you, you won't see any. They're not common. Oh boy, we're finding a sandbar. Okay, we got to go. The deepest part may be to the right, but let's go to the left. Just got to push ourselves through this little part. Here we are filming and talking, not paying any attention, hitting sandbars, but it sure is relaxing. We wish you all were here with us. Jina wishes too, because she'd like to see somebody getting eaten by the alligator before her.
I'd like to see someone swim.
This section's pretty deep right here. I'd say it's 5 feet deep or so. As this river goes, that's pretty deep. It's interesting, there's all kinds of areas where you have logs that have been laying in the river forever, and they get covered up by sand, and they're actually quite cool looking under the water, kind of artistic looking. Kind of the kind of thing you'd want to put in your front landscape decorator strip. Well, Jina might not. I would. What do you think, Jina? You like an old dead log for the
No
bottom of the river?
thanks. Nope. Not at my house. Kind of like deer antlers, not welcome.
Yeah, we haven't seen any more turtles, so I don't know if it was just that one area where they're plentiful, or if we'll see more, but we'll bring you back online if we do. Got another white sandy beach over here. If Jina ever gets hungry, we're going to stop for lunch, but
I guess we should. It's
clouds.
1:30.
We're going to stop and take a picture of this one.
Should we stop? Weird trail.
Jina's already found signs of wildlife. We're beaching it here for a minute. This little beach. And there's the up the beach look. Okay. What do you think, baby? You hungry?
Yeah, let's have lunch.
Birthday girl. How's it feel to be 42 again?
Yeah, I think you have to be really brave to get old.
All right, we're going to pull out some lunch here. Okay, we finished lunch. And now we're going to launch this canoe back into this crystal clear water. You're beautiful, you know that? For a birthday girl? Boy, who's the guy who pulled it so far up on the beach? Okay, stay there.
No, I'm just gonna, honey.
Okay, jump in. I'll push
I got
you out.
flip-flops on. Oh my heck, that is cold. Whoa.
This is good swimming water, huh?
Holy cow. That is very cold.
All right. That wasn't the way I was going to do it, but
That's
I
okay.
guess that's how we'll do it. Guess it's time to protect some camera gear here. Taking on extra water. All right, we're pushing off. Never really thought about it, but this is it's more like a lake experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lake experience on the river. Well, we had a good lunch. King's Hawaiian rolls, mayo, Chick-fil-A sauce, smoked chicken, cheese, cucumbers, tomatoes. Did I miss anything, babe?
No, it was yummy.
That was the best birthday lunch I could think of.
Yeah, it was good.
Unless, of course, you wanted to go to Outback Steakhouse. Oh, that's right. Gina's not a steak person. Where would you go, babe, for a birthday lunch?
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like we always get Thai food.
Yeah, Thai food. In Florida, after living in the Rocky Mountains, is there's no place to hike, and so that's why we're trying to get out and do some adventure today. Just something to get out and explore nature, see the beauties around us that God's created. And so yeah, back to dinner. So we're kind of up in we're in the rural area of Northwest Florida. Our house is down by the beach, and we've driven 45 minutes to an hour north. And so there's some little towns up here. We'll see what kind of restaurants they have. And then we're gonna hit a movie, aren't we, babe?
We'll see.
We have not gone to many movies since we moved here either.
No.
Again, we got a little spoiled in Utah. State-of-the-art theaters, truly entertainment experience, and not quite the same here. We have a nice home theater at home, so we just really haven't gone.
I'd
But
rather
it's a
just go
special
home.
occasion. What's our special occasion, Gina?
What? For what?
For today.
Well, someone's celebrating.
Somebody famous was born today. This day, a few years ago.
Yep, a little bit.
Big tree. We're going to enjoy nature and let you enjoy it with us. Be a lot of quietness in this video, just because it's the sound of nature that we're enjoying, not our talking. So I guess with that cue, I'm going to stop talking. Hey, Gina?
Okay.
All right, so we have pulled up out of the water. We are now hiking back to the car. It's just through the trees here. Gina said she wanted to hike through the trees, so that's where we're going. We've got this special trail for us so we can't get lost. Apparently we're headed to the North Bridge parking lot. I'll bet it got that name because it's the parking lot on the north side of the bridge. What do you think, Gina?
Mm-hmm.
Walking through this little tunnel of trees here. Kind of pretty.
So remember what that guy told us, and remember what you told me, which was there's no alligators right there. At the end of the trail, it says alligators are present along the trails and waterways of this park. Alligators are dangerous. Do not swim with alligators. Alligators live here. And then also on this side, Black Bear, it says you're in bear country. I mean,
We're in
this
bear
is a
country in our
very,
backyard, honey.
very dangerous place.
Oh,
live
we
here.
didn't find our whitewater rapids, but we had high adventure because we were
did.
running from alligators and black bears, right?
So yeah, so we have to make sure we make noise on this trail.
All right.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Hopefully this heads to the car somewhere. Otherwise, we're walking home. All right, so we did come to the end of this trail. And it looks like it does go out in the parking lot. Oh, funny, not where I thought it'd come out. We kind of went the long ways. If we had come out where the canoe truck was parked, we would have come right to our car. And like I said, we are the only one here today.
Yep, just us.
So we just got back to the car. And look at the size of this. You see it with the reflection? That's funny. It looks like you're looking into a mirror, but that's the door of the car. Look how big that thing is.
Whoa, what is that? What in the world? Wow, that's crazy.
All right, so we were going to do our hike. Gina was a little nervous about going through this stuff with the snakes and the alligators. I get it.
That's right.
So we're taking the paved route, and there's apparently a boardwalk down here. Oh, there's another alligator sign. This is exciting.
Yeah, exactly. They're all over. Everyone keeps telling me they don't live here. And then I see these signs. Okay.
So everybody's in denial, or a few of them are lying. We're not sure which. So this is the famous boardwalk. The camp ranger, the friendly young camp ranger who checked us in at the gate, told us that this is an amazing experience. So if you call that amazing, well, it's amazing. So we've got a little color down here. It's pretty, isn't it?
It is pretty. Reminds me of a place we went in Australia. Was it Australia? They had these built
it
up?
was
Where was that?
Glacier National Park.
Oh, was it?
Remember? We took a
They were
boardwalk.
built up like this?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was very pretty.
It was beautiful. Yeah. So make a fun photograph. We'll have to look at that before we leave. It's a little swampy down in here.
Exactly. That's where alligators live.
Oh, we're going. Gina told her mother we were going alligator hunting.
No,
Or was that her interpretation?
she interpreted.
Ah.
I said there's alligators.
Okay, well, let's see where the magical boardwalk goes. I'll bet I know. You taking any bets that it takes us to the river we just got off?
I think it does take us. It says beach.
It's going to take us right back to where we just came from, but it's pretty through here. And again, we're walking this in early November. Hardly a bug.
Shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah. It's not hot, it's not humid, it's just right. Granted, we got blessed with a nice day. Because they come and go. 3 days ago it was pretty cold. Well, Florida, pretty cold. Okay, now. Ooh, yeah. This is Gina's water moccasin country. Wonder how long we'd have to sit here to see something move.
Oh, they're in there.
Oh wait, Gina just moved. Oh, there's a trail here, Juniper Lake Trail. Oh, Juniper Lake Trail Pavilion. Yeah, there's your trail to the pavilion. All right, well, let's keep going. This is getting more and more exciting. So, if I recall, these bushes you're seeing down here, they call these palmettos, I think.
Like the palmetto bug?
Yeah, like the palmetto bug. Which, for those of you from the West, palmetto bug is a cockroach.
They just think it's a pretty name, but it's actually a cockroach. They'll say, no, that's a palmetto bug.
Yeah, Gina's not impressed.
I'm like, that's a cockroach.
But they're pretty plants. It's interesting how the bottom edges of them seem to die out. Kind of have to clean them out. Yeah, this is, wonder where the wetness comes from. If this is just rain that brings this or something else. Well, we're almost somewhere. We're not sure where. Our little trail is going to take a turn. Oh yeah, it looks
Right
familiar.
down. Oh, was this where we had
Isn't this kind of where we had lunch? Oh, that's too funny.
That's so funny. Yeah, these.
Like,
Yep.
we stopped and had lunch.
Yep.
And then 5 minutes later, we're at the end of our canoe ride. Yeah, it's pretty in here. For sure, except for somebody's Dorito wrapper they left over there. All right.
Yep, this is where.
So we had lunch here. How about that? That's funny. Who knew we were that close? So here's your lesson for the day. Shorebirds that are in this area: the Wilson snipe, the lesser yellowlegs, the spotted sandpiper, the long-billed dewitcher, the least sandpiper, and the American woodcock. Oh, and the killdeer. Killdeer. There it is. The lazy little river we just canoed down. That is the end of our boardwalk. How about that? Okay, what do you think, Jina? What's next on our adventure? Our birthday adventure. So this was our hike, our Florida hike. Now it's time. We're going to catch the early movie, aren't we?
Oh, for sure. I think we got up at 4 this morning.
All right. Okay, we'll check in later. Unless this is the end of our video, but probably not much fun about the movie. Oh, dinner. Oh, we're going to have to hit the movie first, huh? Since we're going to the early movie.
Yeah.
Okay. So we thought we were done, but as we were walking out on the boardwalk, we missed the sign. And Jina says it's a cool vintage looking picture, but it talks about these cypress swamps. Bald cypress is the name of these trees. And a few birds that frequent it, like the green heron and the wood duck. And the warbler, which I can't read that because it's so small. Of course, we've got, oh, they have a brown water snake, Jina. And dragonflies. Red maple, pleated wood, oh, the pleated woodpecker. Anyway, that's pretty cool. But I was just looking through here. Just make a good photograph right here. I was just ready to pull out my camera. Let's see what we can make of that. So again, we thought we were done. And of course, we're looking for alligators, black bears, water moccasins, and we're walking down the boardwalk. And we walk right under.
Well, I saw the spider web first because it's so big,
here.
but it's so hard to see.
I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if we can get you better view here.
That's crazy.
Can you see that? I don't know. There's so much.
I know it's a tree.
Background, blur and noise, and okay, right there. Look at the size of that spider. And it's funny. Oh, right there. Because his web goes all the way down to the railing of the boardwalk on what would have been our left side when we came in. As we're walking out, I saw it just as we were walking under it, and we moved around the web, but crazy. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. This has been fun.